Hi, I'm Danielle and I'm a fan of The Joyful Edit. Welcome to my channel. This is day 48 of Project 365. And today I wanted to share with you, I was listening to a podcast with Jay Shetty, and he was putting forward this question to his friend where his friend was struggling to get started. And he asked him, are you struggling to start? Or are you struggling to start from zero? So are you struggling to start, or are you struggling to start from zero? Because we live in a world of numbers. You know, when you look at it, it's zero revenue, it's zero followers, zero subscribers. And we all have like a really negative reaction to it. Like if I say zero, like how many of you kind of feel like, oh, you know, it's such a scary kind of number and a scary place to kind of start. But, you know, it's so natural to start from zero. And every single person that you admire and you inspire to be like and that you appreciate, I guarantee that they started from zero. And I think like nowadays we put so much pressure on ourselves and expect us to be at kind of step 20 where we're actually on step 3, or we think, oh no, I can't start because I don't know steps 7, 8, 9 and 10, and so we can't get going. Or we feel that we need, you know, millions of subscribers to make an impact, or we need millions of followers to make an impact, or we need £1 million to make an impact. And that's simply just not how these things work. Like, you know, we never really applied that pressure when we were kids. You know, when we first learnt to ride a bike, for example, you don't hop on a bike and then all of a sudden expect to be able to ride it. And when we were younger, we never applied that kind of pressure. We just put the prep and we went for it because that's something we wanted to do. And we didn't even think about all the steps that kind of followed, or the fact that we were starting from scratch. We knew that we had to get back on when we like fell off and keep going and keep trying, because we just focused on the vision and what we were trying to achieve, and that was to ride the bike. And so I want us to think about that when we think about starting from zero, when we look at starting a new job, for example, or creating like a new business. Like it can be so daunting and quite paralyzing actually when you are starting off, that you don't see those immediate results. You know, for example, one of my absolute dreams, and I'm going to be super honest here, is to be the female Tony Robbins. Like that is absolutely 100% a goal of mine, and I would love to do that. I'd also love to be a best-selling author, and these are 100% like my goals. But if I look at where I'm at now, like, and I just focused on that, it's like, how on earth am I going to get there? And you can become like in such a panic, or you can get so het up on the fact that, you know, I'm just starting small. I've just started up like my YouTube channel. I haven't got millions and millions of followers yet. So like, how am I ever going to get that? And that's such the wrong way to look at it. I think we need to remind ourselves that everyone started from zero. Tony Robbins started from zero. Like no one knew his name, and he just kept going. He focused on the vision and the consistency. And now he is one of those that is followed by millions and has made such an impact and made things happen. And it's the same with what Jay Shetty was saying. He was reminiscing on a post that he put on Facebook in 2014. And on this post, he got 3 likes. Bearing in mind, this is a guy that now has, I think, about 5 million subscribers, about 150,000 likes. So to get 3, you know, that's starting quite small. And he was just saying that he remembered writing that post and how happy he was, that he was reading and learning and like sharing with the world. And I kind of want you to remember that like feeling. So when you're putting yourself out there and you're taking those steps, like, yes, when you put yourself out there, it only may start with the first 2 likes, but that's where it starts, and that's okay. And I just think like we need to remember that we all start from somewhere, and that somewhere is zero, and we need to change the story that we tell ourselves and the expectations and the pressure that we put on ourselves to go from here all the way to here in like a matter of moments. And, you know, I was having a really interesting conversation with my mentor the other day, and he asked me, he said, Danielle, I want you to think of a time that you found really difficult and challenging, but it was a goal that you really wanted and that you achieved. And I want you to think about that. And I said to him, I said, it's interesting you say that, because I have asked myself that before, either from a previous mentor and books that I've read. It gets you to kind of question yourself on those type of things. And I said to him, I will be completely honest with you. And again, I'm honest with you, I'm authentic, I just like to tell you how it is. But I said to him, I said, if I'm honest, all the things that I have achieved and the things I'm really proud of, I can honestly say I didn't find those things hard. And I know to some of you, you just think that's just absolutely ridiculous. Like, how can you do that? How can you achieve this and that? And in terms of some of the achievements I'm talking about buying a house in Clifton. I'm talking about being on 61,000, and I'm talking about going traveling. So these are kind of some big things that like I wanted to achieve, and I achieved them. And on the outside, it looked challenging and difficult and hard, but on the inside, it wasn't. And I was really quite fascinated and interested with that kind of realization. And I kind of wanted to break it down to figure out, okay, so those things are quite big, and you might have similar things, but to say that they weren't challenging, if someone said that to me, I'd be like, well, that's just ridiculous. But because it's myself, I know it's true. And I really wanted to kind of understand that. And I realized there's kind of like three things. I realized that I knew my vision. I had a goal and it was crystal clear. I knew exactly what I wanted. I always wanted to live in Clifton, like 100% was my dream. I just wanted to live there. No other place. I would never look anywhere else. That's where I wanted to live. Same with traveling. Always wanted to go traveling, go to Southeast Asia for 3 to 4 months. Always so clear on the places that I wanted to go to. And third is being able to to be fair, actually, my initial goal was 40,000. I was like, gosh, if I had 40,000, that's amazing. It's going to change my life. And now I'm on 61,000. I think, oh my goodness. And yes, like having the vision was so important. And then it was having the confidence that I could make this work and trusting in myself that I could make that possible. That it was such a huge thing. And then just surrendering. I never thought about the steps, how I was going to get there. That never even crossed my mind. And it was one of those things, honestly, I tell you this because it actually works. Like when I look back on these things, I think, that's it, that's what I need to do. It was honestly having a crystal clear vision, knowing exactly what I wanted, having the confidence and the trust in myself that I could make it happen, and then surrendering, knowing it was on my way. And that doesn't mean just sitting on my bum doing absolutely nothing. No, I was like making moves, I was taking action, all the things that we know that we need to do. And that is how I got there, and that is how I'm going to achieve my goals moving forward. So yes, I'm going to start from zero. I'm going to start from scratch. You know, I started this YouTube channel on the 1st of September, and no one, and I mean no one, was following me. And now it's growing, and now I've got 50 subscribers, and that means so much to me. Like, even if it was just 3 people, and like when I get comments from people, it just means the absolute world. And I just know that this is going to grow, and it's all about consistency. It's all about trusting in like the process and trusting in myself that I can make this happen, and not getting so hung up on the numbers, not worrying that at the moment I don't have millions and millions of subscribers or followers and I haven't got that outreach, and thinking I can't make an impact yet because I don't have that. Because guess what? You can make an impact straight away. It's just going after it and, you know, taking those first steps, because we never regret the things that we do. We regret the things that we don't do. So I just really hope that you use this as a reminder to kind of go after yourself, like the dreams that you have, and to take that step and to reframe the way that you look at starting from zero and see it as exciting and, you know, the start of something new and fresh. And also be kind to yourself and realize this is a perfect opportunity for you to learn. Like, you're not at your absolute peak. So you can afford to make a few mistakes and get to know what works and what doesn't, and then look back and think, oh my goodness, look at that first video that I did. And then 10 years on, you're like, oh my gosh, I've got all these million subscribers, but I started from scratch. Because just like Jay Shetty, when he posted that in 2014 and he had 3 likes, there is no way that he could have absolutely known for certain that now he'd have over 5 million subscribers. But he kept going and he trusted in his vision, and he trusted in his goals, and he surrendered and also took the actions necessary to make that happen. And just imagine if people like him didn't keep moving forward, and like how different their life would be, and you know, like how fulfilled he is, and that he's reaching millions and millions of people. So like, don't let it stay within you. Just go out and take that step and write that post or start that business, and trust in yourself, and don't focus on steps 7, 8, 9, 10, or focus on the zeros or anything like that. Trust in your vision, make it crystal clear, and know that you can make that possible. Because you know what's for absolute certain? If you don't go for it and you don't make those steps, you're not gonna make it happen. And that's a guarantee. It's not just gonna land on your lap. You have to take action, and you have to do these things in order to get where you want to get. So I want you to see this as a reminder to make that first step and trust the process. Don't focus on the numbers, but focus on the calling and the trusting that you're doing the right thing and what you want to do. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you today. I just thought it was really interesting because, you know, so many of us start from zero at different stages in our lives. And I just think we need to take off the pressure and the high expectations and all of that doesn't support us. And instead just remind ourselves when we were little, when we were riding that bike, and that we just get back on and we didn't think about the next steps and who we were trying to impress, and it was all about that goal and achieving that. So I'm sending you so much love and so much blessings. I cannot wait to see you tomorrow. I can't wait to grow this channel and see where it goes. Like I always say to you, I've got so many ideas. And yeah, I want to be the next female, I say the next, there's not one yet, but the female Tony Robbins, and I trust that I can absolutely get there. And it just starts from doing things like this, like starting a YouTube channel and, you know, getting involved in self-development and writing books and writing courses, all these things. So I'm very, very excited for the journey. I'm excited about your journey as well. So again, please share with me what it is that you want to achieve, what your vision is, and let's do everything possible to kind of make those things happen. And it just starts with the first couple of steps and keep building momentum going from there. So like I said, sending you so much love and blessings. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, then please like and also subscribe if you haven't already. It means so much to me. And I'm so grateful to be here, and the fact that, you know, I have put myself out there and I'm making moves to achieve my goals. I hope you do the same. So lots of love, and I will see you tomorrow.